Always tricky to get the lighting correct when I'm inside. This is an inside founders chat. Last week was an outside founders chat. I think the car founders chat is always the best because the natural light is so good in the car. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but like a lot of people on YouTube now, they just talk in their car. It's a whole thing. Hi, Jamie. Good morning. So we are going to get this party started. I do want to see about sharing this to Facebook really quickly. Thank you, Debbie. Yeah, so this actually, I found this with my mom. And so this is like our necklace together. We all know what this is. Classic. And then I have my 1970s. Could be 80s, but by the orange, I'm going to predict 70s. Sock it to me. Sock it to me. So yes, sock it to me, everybody. Oh, awesome, Jamie. Then you know what I'll do? I'll share the founders chat as a announcement. When I'm live, I can hardly speak English. I don't know what it is. I struggle with the English language when I'm live. So good morning. We have an amazing Wednesday ahead of us. We have some exciting and also, I don't know, maybe more serious announcements. Just reminders to everyone so that you don't forget or that you're not like, oh, I missed the memo, which can happen, especially with so many things we are involved in using the World Wide Web. Hello, Bronan, Lulubelle. Let me know your names. I like to get to know people. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I know Debbie's tuning in from Jersey. Debbie and I had a quick chat when she first joined because I used to live in Montclair. And I'm like, I could have visited your store. But I mean, that was like years ago. But love that area. I just love that little nook right outside New York. It's so great, like small towny, and you're still close to the city. All right, so founders chat happening now. Join live. Learn who's selling live today and special community announcements. Let me just get that out, guys. If you want to remove yourself from the announcements, I understand that we do have a lot in this community. You just have to do it from your settings. I can't do it for you. I did have someone message me about that yesterday. So there's a way that you can actually click, and I'm going to see here. Yeah, on desktop, it's your upper right-hand corner. It's your icon. And then there's profile, new listing, seller dashboard. That's if you're a seller. My likes, orders, pending, settings. Click settings. It's in there. Hi, Maria. Southern California. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Good morning. All right. So we have a few live viewers. Hopefully we have more. Hi, Maria. Hopefully more join us. Actually, you know what? I will do a little seller dashboard or seller support. That's where I'll join in live founders chat. So guys, I didn't have a founders chat last Wednesday, but the goal is when possible, nobody's perfect, but when possible. Hello, Warrior Girl 8118. Welcome, welcome, welcome. When possible, Wednesday and Fridays. And that's because we try to do, as much promotion as we can for our live sellers. And so it's helpful. It's like a kickoff. It's like a kickoff conversation. It's like the opening ceremony. Who's watching the Olympics? I really haven't watched yet. Somebody let me know in the comments if they're watching. So it's like the opening ceremonies of our live sales. So today is Wednesday, which means that we have midday live sales and we have evening live sales. And we have 4 amazing sellers geared up to sell to you guys today, as well as obviously all of our marketplace items, which we have just hit. It's like every day I wake up and there's more. 3,400 listings, which is insane. Absolutely. I mean, I remember last month it was at 2,000. So yeah, I'm like, holy bananas. That's a lot of vintage jewelry. That's a huge addiction and it's only going to get better. Debbie's watching the Olympics. What have you watched recently? Let me know. Let me know. And then, okay, so let's be on track here. We've got 10 live viewers. Thank you guys for tuning in. So again, we're going to hang out on this founders chat until our first live seller goes live. That is Kristen Keenly. She will be live around 10:50, maybe 10:55, and she will be selling until 1 p.m. And this is all EST time, so I'm sorry, to my PST babes. I always just operate on EST, so if I don't say EST, I am most likely referring to EST. Thank you, Warrior Girl. I agree with you. I totally agree with you. And you know what? We are both genders here, which I love. We haven't had a jewelry addict dude seller or guy seller. I mean, human being, but we haven't had yet, but it's coming. And I'm really excited. I'm really excited to just, grow. You can be, 20 years old selling here. You can be 85 selling here. Like, we welcome everyone. Okay, so swimming and gymnastics. That's awesome. Yes. I definitely need to, you know what? That's probably what I need to do tonight is actually watch the Olympics with my partner. We've been binging on a show, and I think I need a break. When you're binging and you're like, it's just taken over my brain. I need a break from the show. Okay, back on track. So we are going to raid Kristen in about 10-15 minutes. So hang on with me so that we can raid her together. Kristen Keenly comes to us from many selling platforms. She's on Whatnot. She's on Instagram. She's on other district marketplaces. She, I think, sells in person to some extent. But yeah, she is like the OG Vintage Jewelry Addicts live seller. And I believe she's still number one in our community. I have to check our leaderboard. Tomorrow will be the day that I can officially see. Actually, I'll just do it now. Can officially see who ended the month as the top seller. Let me take a look here. It is still, you guys. It is Kristen Keenly, Jamie, who is on the chat. Jamie is also our admin live assistant and helps out with our Facebook community. And Melody Jones, I'm sorry, guys, this is not clear. She also helps out with our Facebook community. So this is the trifecta here. Okay, this is our Olympics situation. Gold, silver, bronze. Oh, yeah. Debbie, who's also on the chat, she is in the top 10. So really how this works, guys, it's how much you sell. It's how much you participate as a seller as well. I think there's like a point system, and I don't know how it works, but it comes down to like, how much are you listing? How much are you selling? How much are you going live? So congratulations to Kristen. I have a feeling tomorrow she'll still be number one, but who knows, because Jamie is selling live today too. So I don't know. It could be neck to neck. Jamie could emerge to the front tomorrow. So I will make sure to make a special announcement. Hi, Gina. Good morning, Gina. Oh my goodness. Okay, so after Kristen, Jamie of Flippin' Vintiques will be live at 1 p.m. And then tonight we have at 7 p.m. we have Amy of South Jersey Mama. Amy is also a veteran seller with her community. And she's going to sell. She might be live a few minutes before 7, but she's going to raid around 8 o'clock a brand new, but veteran live seller to our platform. So when I started Vintage Jewelry Addicts, it was for vintage clothing. That's because my background is vintage clothing, and I have a vintage clothing community. I rebranded on January 1st. Actually, it was later. I rebranded this community later. We're still very much a baby because I recognized the opportunity for an accessories-focused marketplace. So Angela of Circa 2020 Mac, she's selling tonight at 8 p.m. So she's a new seller, but she has sold on District last year. She jumped onto the platform, took advantage of this awesome technology, and she was one of my veteran live sellers. She was first to sign up, first to show support, to get excited. So I really hope that you guys give her a big welcome tonight. So she's out of South Florida. Her name is Circa 2020 Mac because she actually had like a truck, like a mobile shopping truck. I don't know if she still owns it, but she would drive it around and she would sell at events and like just really, really like such a fantastic person. And she also, specializes in secondhand clothes. But tonight And because this is our platform for accessories, so for Vintage Joy and accessories, you can sell handbags, you can sell jewelry boxes, you can sell scarves if you wish. She will be selling that tonight at 8 p.m. Okay, so we're going to have 4 live sellers today. If you can't join in live, I always encourage our live sellers to convert their auctions to buy it nows after the live sale. So that if you're like, oh, I missed Jamie of Flippin' Mintiques, let me go see what she has in her marketplace after her live sale, and she'll most likely have converted her auctions to buy it now so that you can just buy it now right then and there. And I will share that I see a lot of marketplace purchases after our live sales, and I know it's because our sellers are awesome, our buyers are awesome. You guys are hopefully using the chat. Know that you can chat any seller. You can follow sellers so that you know that they're going live, and you can ask questions. You can send the listings and say, hey, I have a question about this. Or, hey, can you add a video to this listing? Because you can actually add videos to listings. And that's really helpful, especially if you can't make the live sale. Because I understand we're not all going to be watching live sales all day. But the idea is that you're learning about the seller, you're understanding what their specialties are, and then maybe you can go shop their marketplace. So on that note, I want to give a quick shout out to a bunch of sales. We've had some amazing sales the last few days, okay? And I know, guys, this is never ideal. I'm showing you my desktop. But I want to give a shout out to Candyland Curiosity. She was our most recent sale. I believe that was last night. Nancy's Vintage Treasures. She is gearing up to host a live sale. I'm so excited. Kristen, who will be live after Founders Chat. We're going to raid her together. Kristen again. Maria, I think she popped on this live. I believe she sold yesterday. Jamie sold yesterday. Jamie sold another item yesterday. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Okay, the 29th. This is earlier this week. Weiss, Aurora Borealis. That's always a tongue twister for me. Clip earrings from Beth C Vintage. I have never spoken to Beth, so Beth, we might need to get you selling live soon. Black Cat Dad has had a few sales. We would love to have you selling live with us as well so we can meet you. Another sale from Jamie. Diana. So Diana, shout out to Diana of Arctic Angel. She sold live with us this weekend for the first time, and she crushed it. I was so excited to see her. That's a smart thing because we can't watch all live students. Yes, exactly. You're so right. You were so right. More from Kristen. Okay, you know what? This was actually a live sale. So yes, so starting here, I think is when we actually did marketplace sales. So I love it, and I hope that as a buyer, you guys feel encouraged. We are buyers, sellers, and collectors. So especially as a collector, if you want to search the marketplace or message the sellers and say, hey, do you have this? They can list it for you. They can communicate with you about it. Other platforms, it's not as easy to do that. I think eBay, it's not terrible to actually communicate with sellers, but Poshmark is like almost impossible. Great point, Jamie. So for our sellers, when you get a like on something, you can send an offer. I showed that last week. I'm happy to show it again, although I don't think I have any likes on any things, but you essentially get a notification that something's been liked, and then you can send an offer once you open that notification. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. We have an amazing webinar that I should probably reshare that I hosted last month. It's something that we'll be doing quarterly where I show you guys a lot of the back-end tools as buyers and as sellers. So I will reshare that today so that you guys can watch. It's 2 hours, but so that you can watch that and you can refresh your memory with all the things that you can do here on District. So a few other things, speaking of staying organized. Yesterday I launched, and I will share this also in a future announcement. I think I shared it yesterday. I launched a Start Here chat. This is viewable by everyone, but you can't comment on it. And that's because it's just for admins. The reason being is that I want you guys to feel like I can go one place and I see all the links that I need, how to apply to sell, how to join the Facebook community, which is 16,000 members strong, how to like the Facebook page, how to follow on Instagram. Who should I message if I have questions? Who are the people? And I probably should have tagged, but you can find Jamie, myself. How do I go to an onboarding session? I'm sorry, this is there we go. Join an onboarding session. I will share, guys, that we are developing our own onboarding session that will be pre-recorded. For now, these are live, but once we have a pre-recorded one, it will be much easier to onboard with Vintage Jewelry Addicts so that you can be selling live within 24 hours. If you want to start selling, please do. We have a Google Doc with more training videos. How to book live sales once you're approved to sell, a really great educational product that you guys can purchase, and then just some notes below. So this will change over time as I add more to it. But again, I know that one of the complications with life is communication, and we just get overwhelmed because there's so much happening, and especially with District where there's various marketplaces, and you're like, well, what the heck? I don't know who's doing what. Please go there so you can see our process. I do try to make it as simple as possible, as well as just a positive place of learning and self-development. We're not looking for you to be a top tier seller. If you want to be a seller with us, you can learn as you go. If you make a mistake, we'll let you know, or someone will catch it. They'll let you know. It's all good. We just expect you to, pursue quality, essentially. But we don't expect you to pursue perfection, because I put enough pressure on myself to be perfect. And so I ain't going to do that to you guys. Now, back to sellers. However, if you are a seller in this community or a buyer, and I think as a buyer, you would care. We have been live as a rebranded platform since April, and we've absorbed so many new sellers. I believe it's about 250. A huge percentage of them are not listing. If you are a seller, if you were accepted as a seller and you haven't listed or you haven't hosted a live sale, you may be deactivated as a seller before August 15th. So myself and Jamie, we're going to be messaging people who are sellers and saying, hey, if you don't list, if you don't pursue hosting a live sale or scheduling a live sale, you are vulnerable to having your account deactivated, which is basically, again, just as a seller, not as a buyer, not as a member. We're not kicking you out. It's just because we want to make sure that the people we're giving our energy to are sellers who want to participate, who want to grow, who want to make money here, who want to meet customers, who want to form relationships. Okay. So I think right now we have, I'm just going to show you guys really quick. I think it's like 300. Hold on one second. 343 sellers. It's a lot. And 2,400 members. So we have about 25% of our members are sellers, but I would say only 25% of the sellers are actually active. So please message me or message Jamie back if you get our message. If you want to stay on as a seller, if we deactivate you, you can always reapply. Totally fine. Most marketplaces do this. We're being very lenient because we're just basically looking back since April and just seeing if you've been active. And if you just joined in the last 30 days, that's okay. You're going to stay on. We're just going to message you to try to get the ball rolling, just so that we can open the doors to that communication. Now, something I have noticed about District, I don't see all my messages. So if you're watching this live or as the replay, just know that it's good to just check periodically. I don't know why, but I'm not, like, when I log on, like, I'm not necessarily always seeing that I have a message. Like, I miss messages from Jamie and she has to remind me. So that's just something to note. And again, I just think that's because, again, there's a lot happening on this platform. So it's easy to miss things. And I obviously wish things were easier, but hey, we're living in a tech world. So sometimes we just have to think ahead, right? So we don't want you to miss our message, long story short. But also, again, you can always reapply. I'm also going to share, as we wait for Kristen to go live, I don't know if she's live yet, Thank you so much, Jamie. Yeah, great point. Need to get lives scheduled at least 2 days before live so we can share your live stream. Yep, that is in that doc. I say 48 hours, but it happens. You know, if it's 24 hours, okay, but like not 10 minutes before, preferably. What I will say now is that we are going to be making a huge announcement around August 15th. It could be the 16th, it could be the 14th, could be the 17th, but around the middle of the month, a lot of things are going to be changing around here. I say this, I'm a broken record, but like being a small community, I don't like to overwhelm. I don't like to do a lot of, basically I like to take steps and see what's working. And I think that's because I value everyone's time. I value my time. I value your time. I value the buyer's time. And I would rather us be small and mighty than large and scattered. So on August 15th, some things will be changing. Small steps toward big changes, but I'm really excited. We have created such an amazing roster of sellers who are coming back, forming relationships, forming brands on VintageJewelryAddicts.com. We want to continue to support that. We want to continue to support our buyers knowing when their favorite sellers are going live. We want to continue to support new sellers in having an opportunity to sell here and to feel like they're going to be seen and to feel like people, you know, are going to actually show up for their live sale, and that, you know, they're not going to be lost amongst the masses. So that's, again, one of our reasons for deciding, hey, if you haven't been active with us for, you know, about the last 90 days, if you don't let us know that you want to stay on as a seller, we might deactivate your seller status. So just stand by for that. All right. I know I'm like dropping hints left and right, but I just want everyone to know we've got some exciting news happening. Also, Sunday night. Last night was Monday night. Sunday night, we debuted, 2 nights ago, we debuted Duo Lives. So this is something brand new that District just unveiled, and you can go live with someone else. You can go live with someone else who is a seller, and then they can bring their items to stage and sell, and you can bring your items to stage to sell. This will be our train that is introduced for August so that, anyone who wants to really understand how to do that, you're going to get help. We're going to be available to make sure that you understand how to do a Duo Live so that you can meet another seller. You can collaborate with another seller. Maybe it's going to be me. Maybe it's going to be Jamie. Maybe Debbie and Kristen sell together. Maybe Amanda of Candyland Curiosity sells with Amy of South Jersey Mama. I mean, it's going to be really cool because we're going to see different personalities and opportunities to connect come forth thanks to that technology. So I'm really excited because it makes this whole experience less singular and more community-based. So if a seller wants to do a Duo Live before the trade, be my guest. We're not going to shut you down. We love it. We're here for it. But the train, I think, will be really nice because it's a way for the whole community to understand how it works, the sellers to understand, and just for everyone to be on the same page. So I'm going to be announcing those dates. I think it will be like toward the end of August because that's when we like to do our trains, so that it's about every 4 weeks. And yeah, I think that's it. I'm still waiting for Kristen. Oh, she is live. Thank you. How did I miss her live? That's crazy. I didn't see the notification come up. Okay, cool. All right. So Debbie's ready to duo. It sounds like duel. I'm ready to duel. Vintage Jewelry Addicts, I am so excited to have you on this founders chat. I'm going to make sure that I didn't. Okay. So just a few things. I will be sending out another announcement just to remind you guys that we have that great seller, start here with all of the links so that you know how to get the information you need. And I encourage you guys to go check that out so that you can follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, sign up for our newsletter, and just become more involved in how we are growing this platform because we are crazy, awesome, addicted. Yes. So now we're going to go raid Kristen. Please let her know that I sent you. All right. She'll be selling until 1 p.m. Jamie of Flippin' Antiques will be live around 1 p.m. Tonight at 7, we have Amy of South Jersey Mama. And at 8 p.m., we have Angela of Circa 2020 Mac. I will see you guys at the lives. Have a fabulous day. Okay. Ciao for now.